Hello, kittens. Oh my god, that peaked. Hello, kittens. Oh my god. Hello, kittens. I'm back. I'm not going to explain where I've been. This is the third time I'm recording this video. We got to go quick because I turned my fan off to record the videos. It is hot in the beautiful city of Los Angeles, so we're going to go as quick as possible. This was a request by Emote. Emote has his own music. If you want to listen to it, he does beats. Let me see if we can play one, actually.
And see what happens.
Got my tools working with fake was and Ezekiel said some of these niggas have really hate.
Pretty sick stuff. So he requested FlySiifu's, and I'm doing FlySiifu's. I got a whole list of stuff that I'm doing on the Discord server. Speaking of Discord server, shout out the people in here that are keeping it alive. I know Justin Herbert Gaming's a fan favorite for some reason. Wapfa, I don't want to say some reason, he's pretty cool. Wapfa's been talking every day, which is a little depressing. And Cass is so toxic that it made 2 people leave, but that's okay, you know? That's okay, you know? You know how they make anti-venom? They inject horses with poison. For those of you who didn't know that, now you know it. I wouldn't believe me. If I told myself I wouldn't believe me, but that's actually how they do that. Anyways, to get the sound, for the sample for FlySiifu's, I went in the realm of blues, funk, soul / jazz. No, funk / soul, jazz. And what helps me is I do style and I do disco funk and I do exclude, so I don't get any disco or funk. Then I do minimum year 1960, 1965 to 1975. I know I basically say that for all these samples, but like you go past 75, you can still get like Earl and like Mike type beats, but I was in that realm like 75 to 80s. I was not getting the sound that I wanted. So around this range, if you're still not getting it, I recommend raising 60, like the minimum to like 66 all the way to 70. But yeah, and then just, you know, maybe you find a beat that you like. Anyways, I found this one, which I do like. It's got like a triumphant, celebratory sound. That's what I wanted for this, because like I think what made FlySiifu's album so entertaining, so like refreshing, was like usually this lo-fi sort of jazz sound is very downturned, you know, like very sad kind of vibe. The FlySiifu's, the majority of the beats on there were at the minimum hopeful. They kind of were very upbeat, even though the lyrical content could be sad. Like still the beats were up there, you know. Happy days are upon us. Or actually, the end is upon us. The end is nigh, apparently. So I went looking for loops because a lot of the album was just loops. It was like either just loop for like a minute, 2 minutes, or I was like repeat 3 times, switch on the 4th. If you guys know what that's actually called, let me know. I feel like a chump just saying repeat 3 times, switch on the 4th time. That sounds weird. There was only like 1 or 2 songs with actual chops, not like a diss, just an observation. So the loop I wanted was here at the beginning. But if you could notice, if you could just editor zoom up there, I'm the editor by the way, if you could just zoom up here, look at the frequency, right? It's like it's still tuning in. Like at the beginning, the full like high end is just chopped off. And that gets really jarring if you hear the full loop. And every time it just loops around, like it's like this, right? Lucky me for the sample, it repeated 2 times. I'm yawning. So what I recommend sometimes for loops to get a smoother loop is you just take beats 2, 3, and 4, and then you add beat 1, but from like the next section. So it'll still loop, but it's just like now you put the end at the beginning. It's like a Christopher Nolan movie. Right here. Perfectly smooth transition. Make sure your magnet, it's not that one, it's this one up here. Make sure that's on 0 crossing, or else your loops might sound weird. So here's the loop, all chopped up and figured out. Now we're gonna go bit by bit. Okay. I wanted to get a certain amount of space because I was noticing there's a lot of space on the FlySiifu album. So I went back to my DMs because a member of the server, Gloves Prod, aka the White Larry Bird, sent me a link from Reddit on how to get RC20 from like through emulation. So it's not pirating, it's just emulation. If you guys could help me out and you guys could like subscribe or comment suggestions, because I'm doing them now. I mean, I've always been doing that, but I'm actively doing it. I'm close to getting monetized, so if I can get money, I could get real plugins and make some cooler music. But yeah, so basically Patcher, for those who don't know, is an effect on FL, and you can use other effects to make new effects. So it's It's not pirating. It's on this Reddit thing. Just look up free RC20 emulation on FL Studio. I'm not going to link it in the description, guys. Come on. They want you to download this effect to complete the preset, but for some reason I can't get it free anymore, so I just didn't do it, and it worked fine. But yeah, just click on this, and then you're gonna open up Patcher on here, and you're gonna click and drag it into this box. Otherwise, it's gonna go into the master instead of the effect that you want. Also, another thing, so the white Larry Bird gloves prod, I don't know what they prefer to be called, says that this is very CPU heavy. My computer is a pack horse, so pack mule, so it's not exactly suffering that much, but it never goes away. It never goes behind anything. It always stays on top of the whole project, but I think when I turn it off, it goes away. So I just had my computer on for the last 2 days warming up my already hot room, so that doesn't deserve a like. I don't know what does. So I use this ghetto RC20 to get some space. Off, lame, on, big. Then to get that lo-fi sound, where is it? No, wrong one. There it is. I used compressor, Fruity multi-band compressor. I just turned the high off, and I play with the threshold and ratio. Threshold, I think, is the volume that the compressor works with, and if you guys within these medium bands, and then the ratio is like what compresses it, like what multiplies it. I'm here at a 1:4:1. I don't exactly remember what those numbers mean. I just know that it involves some sort of multiplication, and you can change the parameters of what is being compressed within this section by moving these around. And same for the low band. But yeah, I used the low to compress the bottom end to give it more bass, in the middle to sort of get those frequencies I wanted. Then I did Cymatics Origin, like I always do, for a little more movement and a little vinyl effect. Reverb for more space. Limiter for side chaining, which I guess we'll talk about later. I added this so the vocals could come in easier. And then some soft clipper because there was some clipping because the mix was getting a little loud. And this is what it sounds like. If you're trying to follow this exactly to make some pink Siifu type stuff, this is a little fuzzier than I would like, but you know, it's what sounds cool to me, you know? Usually I try to research as much as I could with Pink Siifu, and usually his beats are drumless, but this sample kind of needs drums, so I added some drums to it. They sound kind of weird right now, but they sound good when it's all together. They got a good groove. I'm not gonna get into the drums because I don't think you need to get into it. I mean, I just have some layered snares, and I got this. This is the swing. If you're a real beginner, this is the swing thing. You just move this up and it swings it all together. You know, if you go all the way, it goes like 3/4, and at minimum, it's just like a drum machine. So right in the middle, it's like, you know, it's got a good rhythm. If you mix in hi-hats, you get an even better rhythm. You know, I don't want to get all the way into it. Then I borrowed a little drum roll from a pre-made drum loop. I got an intro from later in the beat. Intros are like, if you need a tutorial on intros, either take the part of the song before the sample, like the section before the sample, or just look through the sample until something sounds right. Just cut this part of the fucking video out. This is like nothing. It's all vibes, man. Usually whenever I feel like self-conscious if my beat sounds the right vibe, I get an acapella from what I'm trying to replicate. So this time I got a Fly Anakin one, open up shop from FlySiifu's. One of the worst songs to get an acapella from because it has that like J Dilla like keyboard, you know, and it really interferes with the vocal frequencies, so it sounds like kind of poopy, you know. You know, so I added Maximus because it just sounds terrible without Max. Then I added Maximus, reverb, and then limiter. This limiter is just to even out all the audio to make sure you see when he gets quieter here, it just makes it all the same volume. But this acapella is more like a texture than an acapella. It's just playing in the background. Yeah, just something to play. And I was inspired by the Richard Pryor song on FlySiifu's, so I was gonna put another Richard Pryor clip in this, but I was just gonna use the same stand-up. It's the stand-up about when he smoked crack and blew up. So I decided to put some Andy Kaufman on instead. It just plays at the end, just a little funness, because the acapella sounds like shit, so I didn't want that to be the ending. And that's basically it, dude. Yeah, so help me get monetized. It'd be so cool if I could get ads on this channel. I'm gonna start getting the EP. That's gonna be like a summer project. We need more rappers. If you're a rapper, join the server, send some of your stuff. I'll get the auditions back on soon, like within the next month. But yeah, you know, I think that's it. Keep subscribing so I can keep making videos, and here's the full beat.
choke. When I choke, I want to choke. And then when I don't want you to laugh, you're laughing. Like right now. You don't understand.